Our project solves the problem of identifying financial problems and effectively investing in rapidly growing firms. The problem of effectively investing capital in firms and identifying financial bubbles is very important. Our project uses an innovative market model and software based on it to profitably investors in firms without losing their capital. Our customers are banks, stock exchanges, traders and venture capital funds. Our solution can be seen on our website. We deployed our model on Google Cloud using BigQuery to enhance operational efficiency and processing speed. The methodology and software were validated using publicly available data on the world's 2,000 largest companies from Forbes over an 8-year period. The core metric is the sensitivity of sales growth to changes in operating costs. Companies are positioned on a cross-shaped analytical chart, as illustrated in the figure. This framework enables the identification of high-performance companies that generate superior sales growth per unit of cost, allowing capital to be allocated with maximum return potential. These companies appear in the upper and left quadrants of the chart, while underperforming firms are concentrated in the lower quadrant. The ability to detect economic bubbles is critical for disciplined and resilient investment strategies, as clearly demonstrated by the Evergrande case. To identify emerging economic bubbles among companies at an early stage where stock price growth outpaces profit margin growth, as illustrated in the figure, we developed and implemented a system based on BigQuery in Google Cloud, which is available on our website. The system operates as follows: users can select a company from the list of the top 50 companies on the left or use the search bar. The system automatically analyzes financial data across several consecutive years. Companies with missing or non-continuous data are excluded from the top 50 list. On the right, the data is presented as a dynamic chart showing how the ratio of changes in a company's stock price to changes in its profit margin evolves as the profit margin changes. The chart illustrates the relationship between two key derivative indicators. X-axis, change in profit margin over several years. Y-axis, ratio of stock price change to profit margin change. The horizontal line represents a synchronous relationship between stock price movements and profit margin growth. A significant excess of stock price growth relative to profit margin growth indicates an increase in unbacked liabilities, signaling the formation of an economic bubble and an elevated risk of default. The software is implemented in Python using BigQuery and is based on publicly available data from Forbes and Bloomberg, ingested into BigQuery within Google Cloud. Our advantages over competitors are: 1. Distribution of companies by sales in the model coincides with the actual distribution of companies. 2. The model adequately describes the cases of non-economic preferences and the introduction of innovations. 3. Identification of financial bubbles. Thank you for the attention.